All right, welcome back, everyone. We are here after last time we finished the ocean dungeon and then went up the mountain here partway to meet Hillfred, who is the artist who lives in the atelier near here. And he gave us something very special, this camera. So with this camera, we have the ability to take photos of anything that we find interesting. Anywhere this little reticule goes green, we can take a photo of it. Now, I would love for us to just go around taking photos of everything, and I will absolutely do that too, to be clear. But also, Hillfred does have something particular in mind. He needs inspiration. He wants to be able to make the ultimate goddess statue. And he knows that there are goddess ruins scattered across this island, so he thinks that those might be the right thing to give him some inspiration. So we are going out with this camera to find those and take some photos. And yes, he is Hillfred and he lives on a hill. All right. Now, you might remember, if you were around with the first stream, something that feels appropriate for this, way back near the beginning of the game. So I'm going to head out that way and see what we can find. All the way right back at the beginning of the game. Up here. Now you might remember this statue here, which is very pretty, but it's not very colorful, and Hillfred did specifically tell us that he wanted some photos of colorful goddess statues. But fortunately, we have some ideas of where we might be able to deal with that. So we are going to do the very dangerous thing of climbing down into a well, at least as soon as we get some rope. And also after I get my fortune told, because that's important. Aw, that's cute. 2, 4, 6, 8. Great! So let's take a look in the one place in the house here that we haven't checked yet. Up here. A rope that's just long enough. Just long enough for what? I'm not sure, but it's just long enough. Hey Amber! Glad you're able to make it. Oh, Haley, the soundtrack is so good. It's definitely been a bit of regular listening for me too. It's really nice to be able to just have that relaxing music during the day. Also, I love the lighthouse up there casting beams through the sky at night. It's so pretty. Thank you, Amber. I had fun putting this together. I think I can tweak it a little more, but I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, now that we have the rope, let's do the definitely safe and absolutely in no way dangerous move of going inside the well. And here we are. That is why we went down here. There is this hint to us. Carrot, pumpkin, apple. Oh, and we got a masterpiece in here. Oh, I love this one. It's so pretty. Never travel without a cat. It's good advice. A journey full of dreams and cats. That's what I want too. And there we go. We made an offering to the goddess. And look at that. That is colorful and beautiful, just like it was made yesterday. Definitely get a good photo of this. Also, we have a nice little shortcut here now that we have the blue key. Because we can get all the way back up here. I'll go say hi to Mrs. Safe while we're here. Yeah, Jeb, I think that's just the tail walk going. Ooh, and there's something down here. I need to get out of that water. Oof. All right. Well, we still have a ways to go with this map, but we're starting to get somewhere. In the meantime, let's keep going on collecting those photos of the goddess statues. While we are at it, I also remember some place that we couldn't go the last time we tried. So let's go exploring. Oh yes, and the rabbits should all be awake now too. The little rabbit children all go to sleep at night and then they wake up in the morning. So it's early morning, which means they're all headed out to play. And just remembering what we were up to here, we are collecting seashells for Vanilla. We have most of them, but not all of them. She's looking for 6 total, and we have 4 of them right now. So we should keep exploring for seashell pieces. Yes, isn't Vanilla great? All of the rabbits have rabbit name puns, like Benjamin here. Yes, Benjamin. Benjamin is good. Seems like Giraffe lost something around here. We don't have any leads, and he seems to want to take care of it on his own, but at some point, we might see if we can step in, as the Silent's dedicated problem solver. Let's also take a stop in at the cat hut while we're here, which we can see is seeking masterpieces. Also, for anyone who didn't see it last time, take a commemorative photo here as we morph into a cattail. Let's drop off some masterpieces. All right, and we got something new on our stamp card. Which means we've got the fishy sailor suit. Yes, we can wear all of the outfits that we find. It even changes her image here. Yeah, all of the outfits are good. There's a few other outfits that we can collect over the course of this too. Yeah, so here's somewhere that we can go now too, now that we have the blue key. Oh, looks like we got here a little too late and it's bedtime for bunnies, so he's heading off. But meanwhile, we can do a little exploring on our own. Go say hi to Mrs. Safe, first of all. That's always important. Oh, she seems to enjoy having this place to herself. Oh, but she's happy to have visitors. That's so sweet. And the secret beach is pretty cute over here. And also, it has one of the star-shaped seashells we've been looking for. There's also something else. If we take a look out over this dock here, can just barely see something over there. And the swimming club seems to be encouraging us to make the trip, and so is Pee-Pee the bird. So let's make a go for it. And I love that. She makes a dive for it when you jump off the edge of that. It's such a cute touch. Said this is looking a little bit dicey here, so hopefully we can make it onto the island in time. Yes, we did it. And we got rewarded with another of the star-shaped seashells while we were here. There's another couple of things on this island as well. One thing, we have another place to make an offering to one of these statues that needs it. Of course, we don't know what it is exactly we need to offer, but someone has helpfully left some fruit here, which we can use as the basis of our offering once we know what to offer. As much as Annika wants to just eat it all right now. I love her expressions when she sees the pumpkins. It's so cute. All right, well, let's make a dive for it, because I see a sign here that looks like one of the goddess statues. Just like the one that we had earlier. Amber, I agree. I feel like Annika should get food. All right, so it looks like apple, carrot, apple is the secret code of today. think we're just barely going to make it. Yes, we did it! And with that, apple, carrot, apple. Thankfully, the goddess seems pretty happy with us, and that rainbow pattern is really pretty. Plus, I love the cat who's just hanging out in the middle of the infinity sign rainbow. I feel like this deserves a nice commemorative photo as well. Also, Hillfred would probably like to see it. Snap! Then we can take a look at our photo gallery so far. Unfortunately, we can only hold 8 photos at a time, but we can delete photos whenever we want, so we can clear ourselves up some more room. And with that, it's daytime. We can head back to the beach on the other side. All right, we made it. Now I've got a couple of more things here. One, I'm just curious if there's anything up here. The answer is, there is some food. All right, let's give Annika an apple. She seems to want it pretty bad. Nom nom. And take a pumpkin. Next, because we're here during the day, there's still a bunny over here. Let's see what he wants. Ah, it's Benedict. He's in search of adventure. Yeah, Benedict. Isn't that a great name? I love it. So Benedict wants to climb that, but even for a rabbit, that's slightly too high. But the good news is there is a convenient pushable box sitting around here. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, that's good to know. Apparently you can fling yourself through the air with the boxes. I bet there's going to be a pretty good speedrun strategy in that. Don't know entirely how that works. But you could probably figure something out. There we go. So that gets me part of the way there, but not entirely. I still can't hop over this part. So what I might do is go take a nap until morning. Because if I take a nap until morning, Benedict will come back out to play, and we can see what he thinks of what we've done here. I still love, every time, this sign that indicates bedtime for cats. And here comes out Benedict. Yay! Now that'll be a good bit of collaboration. He made it up because of the box we put there, so he pushed down the other box so we can get up. Oh, and he gave us one of the paper scraps. Starting to look a little better there. Now the question of whether we can get across there is a real one. Oh, nope. No, I cannot. Nope, I think that I simply cannot make that jump yet. One more try, and then I'll say that's enough. Oh, I was so close. Alright, I said one more try. This time, actually, one more try. Nope, too early. And that said, you're not actually supposed to be able to make that jump at this point. I do know you can do it. I did force my way to just barely make it another time I was trying this out. It takes a little bit of work, but you can actually land it, but they definitely intend that you're not supposed to do that until slightly later. But that said, we did just collect something. I'm going to go and find Vanilla and hand her the seashells that we found. Assuming it's still early enough in the day for her to be out. Yes, there she is. All right, and she found all the seashells she needs. And in return, she gives us another piece of the paper scraps. So that's starting to get us a lot closer here. We've got a little bit more to go with the paper scraps, but we are pretty close. Meanwhile, we are short one goddess statue, so let's do a little bit more exploration and see if we can't find that somewhere around here. Hop. See, this is the thing. When games give me a jump, it's very tempting to just jump all the time, even if you don't actually have to jump. It's like hop, hop. Also, I absolutely love that the little thing on Annika's back has proper physics for when you hop like that. It flutters in the air. It's really cute. So this is hanging out behind Hillfred's house. And yep, there is one more goddess statue over here. So just like last time, we need to know what offering to give. And the information with the offering is somewhere around here. But we just have to find it. And yes, Amber, this game is so pretty. It has such a nice world and it's just like so relaxing and gentle to be in. I really, really like it. Whoa, whoa, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that's not good. No. I'm sorry, Annika. All right, lesson learned. Those fall. Yes, Haley, this is mostly a gentle game. Except when you have rocks that disappear under you. Oh, made it. And inside here, there's a little cavern, showing us that this offering is 3 carrots, which I don't have. I have 1 carrot. So I think I better go on a carrot hunt, because I don't think the goddess would be very happy if we gave her a bad offering. Oh, made it. And the good news is I'm pretty sure I know where to go find carrots, so we can take care of that pretty quickly. Oh, also there's a carrot sitting right here. But that's only 1 carrot and we need 3, so we still need to go and get at least 1 more carrot. Yolant sounds like one of those weird triple negatives. Here we are. Let's borrow some carrots. I'm sure they won't mind too much. Also, something I find really cute, the plants in this game actually grow back on the in-game clock cycle. They take them around 3 or 4 in-game days to grow back. And if you come back 1 or 2 days after you've done it, you can actually find the young plants that are in the process of regrowing. It's really cute. Also, I want to see what Bunnet is up to here. Okay, 3 days. Of course I want something strange you found in the ground. This is a video game. If you find something strange in the ground, you give it to the character who's clearly the protagonist. Ah, okay, it's another paper piece. We are closer to getting a full thing here. Looks like we're maybe halfway there, a little more than halfway. So now that we have that, first I'm going to go pay a visit to the household here, see if Rabbit Mom is around. Yes, she is. Okay, Mr. O'Hare is back in the mountains. So we probably won't see him around for a little bit. And we don't yet have the red door. Oh yes, I don't think some people here have seen this. There are a bunch of djembes in the game, and you can just go and play on them whenever you find them. And Annika is very excited about djembes, which is perfect, and also, shouldn't we all be? All right. And with that, we now have enough to make the offering. So let us head back up this hill. Head back towards Hillfred's. Wait a second. There's a sign. A sign pointing us to Cat. There is a hidden chest with another masterpiece. I very much wonder what Dream Cat liqueur would taste like. I bet it's tasty. Annika agrees this is definitely some kind of alcoholic cat drink. It's okay, Annika. Someday you'll grow up and then you can have the dream cat liqueur. Maybe it makes you dream of cats. Yes, Amber. Jeb, I am absolutely sure you can have some dream cat liqueur as a treat. Alright, now we can make our offering. Carrot. Carrot. And carrot. And here we go. I like how this one has both kind of a cactus and a cat thing going on. Like a cactus? That doesn't work entirely. Catkiss. There we go. That's much easier to pronounce. Thank you, Jeb. Alright, snap one more photo, and then... Alright. I can't remember where Hillfred is. He might be back at home. Let's go show him the photos. Yes, yes we did. All right. Okay, he looks excited about this one. Yes! His face is great. His expressions when he sees the goddess. It's such a giant-eyed face. Yes, the goddess says gay rights. All right, we'll give him the last photo that we took here too. The goddess's cosmic sense. I will take your word for it. Again, he is so excited about this. Quiver, quiver. Is that safe? That might not be safe. I love Annika's little face off in the corner. It's so cute. Ta-da! The Pelican Goddess is completely almost finished. Jeff, she does look like that cat from Animal Crossing. And yes, Fang. A shining gemstone of some kind. Annika's expressions are so good all the time. Sun is just flawless. Oh no. I'm glad to see that she understands that artistic perfection is important. You have to know when to take that one final step, even if that means going into a fire dungeon. All right, thanks for coming by, Amber. Take care, Amber. All right, so it looks like the entrance to the fire dungeon is just up the cliff on the way here. And Hillfred is going to show us there. Oh, and Giraffe came by too. Oh, and even Pee-Pee the bird is going to come with us. I'm going to guess that Hillfred does not fly. And with those sleeves on his arm wings there, I don't think he's going to be up to it either. Don't talk about Mrs. Save that way, that's so rude. Mrs. Save. Oh, poor Mrs. Save. She'll throw in an extra save just for us. And it looks like everyone got a little bit ahead of us, so we better run up here. Up here. All right, the entrance of the fire dungeon. Uh-oh. I am a little scared of Hillfred managing this. Ooh. All in a day's work for the world's greatest artist. Normal art things. Yeah, he is. That's kind of creepy. And off he goes. Goodbye, Hillfred. Meanwhile, we should see if we can get back in here ourselves. And as usual, Giraffe is going to be the one to open the door for us. Alright, looks like, yet again, Giraffe cannot enter the cavern, so we are going to have to do this ourselves. Just like in the rest of the game. Alright, let's make our way in to the fire dungeon. Well, that's a fire dungeon, all right. Oh dear. Alright, let's be careful. And watch out for ghosts, as always. It is pretty dramatic in here. Do you like the way that Annika's pendant with the star fragments is glowing in this dramatic lighting? It looks really good. I'm so glad there's always a committee to be in charge of something around here. And of course, it would not be a cavern or lava level without some kind of minecart segment. So let us go karting. Ouch. Well, it took a hit, but we made it. There are also these convenient floating platforms around. Get a nice little view of the minecart trip back there. They also take us to this pretty little area over here. Which again takes us through where the minecart went just a minute ago. And up here to reach this, another masterpiece. Oh yes, I love this one so much. Cumulonimbus. This is actual sculpture. It's so pretty. Right, Haley? It's so nice. I feel like a house in the clouds is a good place for a cat to live. And with that out of the way, the game is not going to let us walk too far down the tracks here, so we should probably head back to where we came from. Why is there some grass over there? There's just some grass here. I guess even in a dungeon, grass can grow sometimes. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm stuck. Oh, I should not have come down here. Alright, well. See if I can get over here. No, I cannot. In which case, I think we only have one option, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Annika. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. With that done... Ooh, there's another masterpiece over here. Need to be careful, because that looks dangerous. But... Oh yes, this one's good too. Cat dreams of fish. And yes, Jib, you do still keep your masterpiece. That does sound like a cat paradise. Oh, pff. I hit the wrong button. I didn't jump. But yes, fortunately, you still keep the things you collected there. Yes, her hot noise is so cute. Alright. Time for another standard video game thing, the moving gears puzzle. Oof. You know what? I wasn't actually trying to go for all masterpieces in here, but it kind of happened, so I don't have a problem with that. Oh, I like this one too. This is what a gathering of cats looks like. Now I have to wait for one of the moving platforms to come back. Here it is, good. It'll take us back, and then I have to dodge the ghosts because I'm almost out of health. Alright, we can do this. Oh, did it. I was a little worried about that one. But we got there. Okay, another ghost. Dodge behind them. Right, nothing up here but a nice view. Which is pretty dramatic. Magma Valley Hot Spring. Good for stress, fatigue, and sore shoulders. I feel like every dungeon should be mandated to have a pleasant hot spring in it. That is just how it should work in every video game. Whoop. Alright, run. Ow. Die for the masterpiece. Oh, this one's dramatic. Breaking news, cat alien. Who are summoning some kind of nether shark, it looks like. Like that there's some regular cats watching who don't seem especially bothered by the whole thing. And I don't think I have enough time to make it to the other side, unfortunately. Oh my god, I just got out and then she drowned in the air. I'm so sorry. Alright. Well, that being the case, I'll make another hop. We can go past the chest, and this time we can make it out there on our own. Nyanlathotep. Yes, Jeb, I'm completely with you on this one. That has got to be what's going on here. The car station is on the left, but the open-air hot spring with an incredible view is on the right. Feels like the Fire Dungeon Tourism Committee is encouraging us to take the route to the right, so we might as well head out that way. Right, Haley? As I said, I think every video game should have hot spring in it. If there's a dungeon, you should also have a hot spring in your dungeon as a way to relax. Also, I think I know that guy. I like that he just takes a hot spring break in the middle. Debbie's. I like that. Wish there was one named Bucky in the family. I can't remember what Mr. O'Hare's first name is. I'm pretty sure they tell you at some point, but I can't remember. Yeah, Mrs. Dave is just having a nice time out there. And again, like, it's a fire dungeon. Mr. O'Hare neither knows or cares about that. It's just got the nice hot springs, and that's all he needs to know. I also like that there's some pumpkins hanging out in the hot spring. I'll just chomp on a pumpkin in here. And then go talk to Mrs. Save, who loves hot springs, and who can blame her? She doesn't seem especially worried about dissolving into the water, but I guess it is pretty nice out here. They were right, the view is nice out here. There we go, that's a nice one. Get a nice little portrait here. Alright, well that's some tourism in, but I guess we do have a fire dungeon to do here, so... Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No, 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 no. Oh. Yeah, it looks kind of dangerous. Are you okay down there, Mr. O'Hare? Oh my god. Oh, they missed him. That's why you should stick to hot springs instead of dungeons, I guess. Alright, well, I have a feeling I know where we can get a second person. Let's go ask Mrs. Save. No, let's go ask Mr. O'Hare. Alright, I have my priorities. I have to ask about this first. Alright, now I can ask about the card. Like all of the other characters in this game, he's really good at just zooming wherever at max speed. Alright, here we are. And here he is in the cart, so let us do this. And yes, there is in fact a shoot button. The only thing even approaching a weapon in the game, which you use to break rocks. Or fail to break rocks, like I did just there. Thankfully, because they're ghosts, they don't get hurt. If you shoot them, they just stop firing fire. Which is good because I have very little health right now. Oh, we made it. I was getting a little worried about that one. That was in fact a bit close. All right, another one of these. Better be careful here. Oh, all right. And there's another masterpiece, so I think I'm gonna go hop over this way. Okay, these aren't sinking rocks. I was worried about that for a sec. Yeah, that was a bit tricky, Lila. It's not impossible, but can take a couple tries to get right. Thankfully, the fire here isn't an instant kill, but it does do a good bit of damage, so I'm trying to avoid getting hit where I can. But the reward is cat art. Oh yes! Oh, I love this one! T-Cat's tartan! Isn't this good, Haley? It's so good. Annika agrees. She wants clothes like this too. And thankfully we've got a convenient way back after that too. Oh, made it. Of course, now there is even more ghosts to dodge, so... Oh, oh no. Whew. And yet more rocks, which are looking dangerous, so I am steeling myself in advance for this one. And I will try to hide behind something over here. Oh, okay, yep. They all went off to the side. Oh! Hello. Oh my god, was there... Yes, there was. We didn't have to go through there. There was a path on the side this entire time. And he just took that instead of letting falling rocks almost hit him, like we did. And, as you may have guessed, yep, there is another cart, and we are ready, so let's do this. Alright, same as before. Slow reload means I can't just spam shots whenever I want to. You have to be really careful about it. Oh no. Oh, I missed. Oh, nope. Nope. I messed that one up. Alright, well, we'll need to give that one a second go. Oh, I keep messing that one up. Alright, got that one. Nope. Oh, let the ghost hit me. Alright. Third time's the charm. Alright, 2 down. 3 down. Alright, I got hit by a ghost, but that's okay. That's okay. I can take another couple of those. Yes! Did it! Oh, thank you. That was a little bit of a journey just there. And yep, looks like we just about made it. Given that we have a big fancy door and like lava waterfalls. Lava falls. That's looking pretty boss-like in here. My mic is still working, by the way, right? Perfect. Glad to hear it. All right. Let's catch a ride here. And appreciate how fancy these environments are. And wonder about what all this machinery is doing. I don't know the answer to that. And collect the star fragment. Or fail to collect the star fragment, as usual. No! Again, Annika's expressions are perfect all of the time. I am the guard robot, Kagemaru. I won't let you have it. Okay, her shoes are killer. Miss Sexy Dynamite, Lily. Yes, I appreciate that she is out extraing herself each and every time. It is kind of perfect. You're not a mermaid anymore? Put the past behind me. Once I was a mermaid, but now I am a cowgirl. Alright, that means it is music game time. Gonna try this one on hard again. Jeb, wouldn't we all? Ah, drop the combo. Oh, I'm sorry, Kagemaru. And yeah, I like this song. I appreciate all of the boss songs are amazing. Well, that's still an A. It wasn't the S I was going for, but that wasn't bad at all. Rumble, rumble. Oh dear. Kashwing. Woo. Oh, and another memory scene. And as usual, Annika wakes up outside after finishing the dungeon. With Giraffe and Pee-Pee there to help out. Thank you, Justin. All right, we got another star fragment, which means a new ability. Her new ability is she is now Sonic the Hedgehog. Neum and crash. Ouch. Yep, the third star fragment is in there now, and we can dash. So fast! And you can jump super fast, far too. Giraffe wants to go talk to Hillfred, but I am happy to just go mess around in the meantime. Nope, never mind. The game is going to force me to talk to Hillfred. Fair enough. Good question, Lila. So if there is always a Shadow the Hedgehog to every Sonic the Hedgehog, that means there must be an edgy, brooding equivalent of Annika. Okay, so something is going on here. And also, Giraffe is implying that he knows a little more here than he is letting on, which is always slightly suspicious. You... And fair enough, it won't let us get in ahead of time. Yep. Let's see what Hillfred is up to over here. Unfortunately, or look at this photo. We can change the subject to distract him. But unfortunately, we did not find any kind of gem. Squawk! Okay, so he thinks we did find the gem after all. All right, and we're going to move the statue too, which would be pretty interesting. It's a good thing that he had a statue-sized cart just waiting for him. And there we go. That is a pretty nice place for the statue, but I seem to remember that there used to be someone here instead. Oh no! Failed statues. Mrs. Save. Ooh. At a predestined time, when one possesses the power of the 3 stars, and the dance is performed in the dancer's dress, then that which is in the closed world shall be opened up. Does look like an Annika sort of character. Mm-hmm. Something's going on here, for sure. He definitely talks like he already knows everything. That's slightly concerning. Oh, is there some rustling noise? I'll see if I can fix that. Thanks, Justin. How is that right now? Is this okay right now? There is a dance teacher on the island. Okay. And Lila, yeah, I guess at this point it seems like Giraffe knows that he can just bring Annika along for anything, so. Ooh, a red key. There is Ask Boy. Okay, we should find out with Boy. An underground dance dojo. Marry the lighthouse keeper. Okay. So the red key will get us up to the lighthouse. Fair enough. Said there's also something else that I have in mind down here. Seem to remember that we had a red key or two back this way. Particular in here. Oh, it's got a masterpiece. Oh, that's right. This is a good one. And fancy cans of cat food and everything. The other thing I remember There was a jump that we couldn't do before, but that we do have the ability to do now that we can dash super fast. Also, anyone waiting out here? No, there isn't. I was wondering if any of the rabbits had come out this way, but not so much, it looks like. So let's head to the secret beach and see what we can figure out over that way. Well, there we are. Oh, that's right. This. This memorial for those lost in the sinking of the ferry. It's the same ferry sinking that they talked about in the newspaper that's over in the house at the beginning of the game. I also really like the view over here of the mainland over there with those buildings and the car going by. Well, that gives us a little bit of something to go on, which is text holding clues sounds a lot like this, which we have been collecting, but that is going to require a handful more of pieces to finish putting it together. So we will have to go exploring for that, as well as trying to put together the supplies for our dance outfit, our dance lessons, and figuring out who can tell us about the stars. Also, gonna go get our fortune told again. Let's get today's fortune. Oh, yep. Knowledge comes first to the brave. And fortunes are only one a day, so we'll wait for our next one. Oh yes, and the other reason I wanted to come out here is because I remembered there's a red door over here, too. And of course, being told not to go somewhere is a pretty good sign that I want to go there, so let us go to these dangerous cliffs and find out what is here. Such as this. Thankfully, we can do that now. Ouch. Come on, let me up. Phew. Oh, and it's morning. The sunrise is really nice. Thank you, Deb. So we come all the way out here, and our reward is... Oh! The cloth. Okay. I was not expecting us to find something for our journey out here, but we did, so perfect. So that is one of 3 things down. Oh, there was a real way down the whole time. I took the cliffs instead. The boat will take us back to the coast. There's no ghosts to shoot us around here, so we can just jump up at the top here and take in the view. Enjoy the sights as we pass things by. Oh, and a sign advertising a masterpiece. Let me see if we have enough air to go grab that. Yes, we do. Oh, yes! I forgot about this one. This is cute. I love how well dressed this cat is while they're waiting for dessert. Posed next to the fish they just finished eating. Alright, better see if we can catch the boat. Oh, okay. Or we can take advantage of these. And regain some energy on our way so that we do not drown. Alright, well, next up to see if we can get to shore. It's going to be a little bit of a tight one, but I think we can do it. Oh, yep. Eat a pumpkin for sustenance. And we made it back to land safely. Alright, well now it is night, and I seem to remember being told we could only visit the lighthouse boy at night. So, the star boy, whatever he is, up there. So we should probably go head up that way before it becomes day again. Run through this place with the rocks that we smashed through. If we come during the day, that sign tells people that he is asleep and not to come in. Aha. So condescending. Okay, 3 stars that appeared in the sky out of nowhere. Slightly suspicious. Alright, well, it sounds like he is the guy to talk to about these stars. Oh, nice. Another one of the paper scraps is hidden up there. It looks like we're getting pretty close on that. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Oh. So space began from an explosion. I guess I'm part of that. Feels so small compared to space. But I'm alive. That is what matters. Thank you, Annika. Sometimes I guess it's good not to think about things too hard. Oh, and there's a masterpiece, which I guess we can steal from him. Yes, oh, this one's so good. The one ear poking out. I think you've got the right idea, Annika. Thank you, Haley. I bet that would go pretty well. Alright, well, we've met one of the new people we were told to go talk to, but there's someone else out here too. So if we head outside, we can go meet up with Mary, the lighthouse keeper. Oh, and there's a Mrs. Save up here. Oh, it's so pretty up here. Like your little garden, the trees, pumpkin patch. Oh, with another scarecrow. Aw. Yes, let's completely get a fortune. Aha. Concentrate. Good advice. Like with the other fortunes, this one is 1 a day, so if we want to get some more, we'll have to come back. Meanwhile, let's see if Mary is in. Yes, she is. Also, she seems to know who Annika is. That's sad. All right. What is our choice? Are we going to take the hard route and say, better go and ask yourself, or should we offer to go and do it for her? All right. We will do it. Leave it to good old Annika. All right, we just have to ask for his name. Feel like we can manage that. But first, let's go take a look at Mary's house. It's pretty nice here. Oh, the houseplants. I really like these. Also, I like all the little paintings that are around in this. Like that one. Oh, and she's got one of Hillfred's sculptures. And I think she would probably be kind enough to let us nap if we needed it. And a record player.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, her record player has the Ocean Dungeon theme. Alright, you know what? If he's only going to be up at night, we had better nap at Mary's until night so that the boy is going to be awake. All right, off we go. Oh, okay, it seems like he has something on his mind too. Interesting. Okay. That feels like it is probably relevant, given that the 3 other stars are the colors of the things that we've been collecting. The middle thing is probably some other game-relevant MacGuffin of some kind. Completely coincidence that I will take a note of for no particular reason at all. Oh, and we got a picture. That's nice of him. Alright, now we might as well get around to asking his name. Thomas. Tommy, Tomato, Thomas. Alright. Now we might as well go deliver that to Mary. Yeah, love. I'm sure this guy's also a tank engine, probably. I think everyone with the name is. Alright, we can give an incorrect name if we want to. Alright, do we give the real name or do we call it something else? Let's get a vote in the chat. One toe man, one tomato. All right, Haley, are you going to tie break this? Oh, we can't let Thomas win. It's just not right. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just pick one in that case. I'm going to say toe man. Completely sure. It was definitely toe man. Or tomato. Tomato, tomacumber. Alright. We have to give the actual name now. Oh, so that's what she's been making. All right. Well, it sounds like tomorrow we will have a delivery to make. And I think that that is a good time for us to leave off here for tonight, because I have a dinner to make over here, and we've been streaming for a couple hours now, so this is probably a pretty good time to call it. So I'll go ahead and save and have something to pick up from. Oh, you're welcome, Jeff and Lila. I am enjoying streaming this, and I'm glad that people are tuning in. This has been a lot of fun. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. I will let you all know when our next stream is coming, and we'll prepare for what is coming next here. Good night, everyone. I hope you have a lovely time and that you stay safe, stay well, and take care of yourselves.